Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video I'm gonna show you how you can install Nvidia proprietary drivers on slackware. Unluckily I don't have slackware installed on a computer that has Nvidia GPU. I cannot install it on any computer, the drivers I mean, otherwise it will spit out an error and say that there is no compatible GPU. That's why I wasn't able to install the drivers anywhere. I have a computer with slackware system and it doesn't have Nvidia as a GPU. I have here a similar distribution which is based on slackware, and almost anything that is applied on slackware can be applied here, which is salixos, and this computer has Nvidia GPU here, so we are able to install Nvidia drivers. I was able to try. First of all, you need to download Nvidia drivers from Nvidia website. This method is not only applicable on slackware, it can be applied on any other distribution. The driver is the generic one, so you download, you accept and download. I do have it downloaded, so I don't need to do it again. You should run sudo init 3. It will switch to the text mode. You should go to, this thing will be done automatically for you by the driver itself, which is blacklisting nouveau drive kernel modules, and then you restart your computer. After you restart your computer, you try the installation again. You should install a package in case you are prompted to, which is kernel source. I do have it installed, so I don't need to do it again. If the drivers complained about it, you should install it, so I do have it installed. Otherwise, if you don't get any error about installing it, you don't need to do this step. And then I continued. I've done this off cam, and there is this patch. It failed, the drivers failed to compile, since I do have a newer kernel that is not compatible with the drivers. So you come here, I'll show you where. I'll keep this in the description of for sure. You come here, this is the page. You select the drivers that you need, the ones that are compatible with your system. In my case it's 340. In your case it doesn't necessarily need to be the same. This is done for any of these versions in case you face this error. And the whole method itself, with or without this patch, can be done on any Linux distribution. Slackware or salixos uses the generic method for installing Nvidia drivers. It has on its third-party repository Nvidia drivers, but I'm gonna follow the method that's mentioned in the wiki for slackware and salixos. Salixos tells about installing kernel source. Slackware doesn't tell about it, so this thing may not be an issue for you. So if it doesn't complain about kernel source, as I said, never mind it. Alright, so here you come to main here. You select the version. In my case it's 340. You select it like this. You select then the version of the kernel. For slackware and salixos 15, the kernel is 5.15. You click here, and then you click here, and then you click on view raw. This is supposed to be done by clicking here. The download should be done by clicking download raw file, but I tried many times, as you can see, but it doesn't work. So we click here, and it's gonna download the patch, or probably the patched drivers for us. I don't need to do it on this machine. nor here. I mean nor like this. Copy download link and then paste like this. Alright, the download is done, and then chmod plus X to that one. And then that should be run. So this is the patched version. You accept here. It's gonna do almost the same thing as the original drivers, except being able to finish the installation, hopefully. The installation is done. There was a problem with loading the kernel module, and this is because of the version of the package kernel source, which is different with the kernel version. It's supposed to be something between 5.15.161 or 5.15.63, one of them, not both. Either the kernel and the kernel source packages need to be 5.15.161, or they both should be 5.15.63. That's why we got this error. So we need to run the command slapget update. In my case, I didn't run this command, that's why the kernel wasn't upgraded and the problem happened. Otherwise, the installation is almost successful. In your case, you need to choose something in between, either installing kernel source and kernel with this version in case it's yours, it's the version that you have for your kernel or the source, or if your kernel is this one, don't choose this one, just choose same version like this. And then these two commands need to be run before installing kernel source. That's why I'm facing this. Alright, so to upgrade the kernel, we need to run this command. Press Y and enter here. So it's gonna be the same version as our kernel source. Alright, so the installation of the kernel packages is done. The next thing is to run Lilo to generate its entries this way. Okay, here we need to restart the computer.